Τραγωδία της ιστορίας αυτών και μου διαθήκουσα να μένω στα πατρίδα.
be watching you, Miss Dios. At least keep it.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides!
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Of course, I only use the terms. I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me convert...
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the...
I saw Cleon speaking at the Pnyx.
So, you have a taste for politics.
I take it you and Pericles are...
Hardly. Hermipos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles stripped.
Yet, Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting.
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a
Oh, forget it. If you're an ally of Cleo...
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemy.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower it.
This has been useless. Here.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
You're back.
This has been...
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. Oh, go on.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not...
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides like... Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, you could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you...
So, we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds...
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over...
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stuff.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished...
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
How's Euripides?
I'll get the one.
Wonderful.
It wouldn't be a pub.
Άλλης απολεστής ότι τι γόλιον έχεις κατά νου. Το σόλ γιγάντριον περιείχει θαυλώνει.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such...
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between some...
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the goat.
There's another goat?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. The smartest and most...
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any...
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it...
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight.
Quickly! Bring him some wine!
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because...
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripidis...
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing...
Pericles has invited all of you.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleo.
Why don't you just apologize?
It's he who should apologize.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on that
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his death.
After what she went through...
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripidis? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripidis won't notice you come.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Άθη πολλήν κοσμήματα εις την αγοράν.
Dionysos, there you are. Everyone else here is boring.
Let's do this.
I want to play too.
Euripidis should start. It was his idea.
Fine, fine.
Is there any other kind?
At the flick of a limb comes Aspasia's whim, and Pericles' walls aim to contain us all within.
The Spartan hordes outside eat your cattle and children alive. They dance at your walls. They don't rain, but they squall.
Pericles guarantees death for us all.
Oh, so bring your merchants and bring their butlers. If they be sons, they bring their fathers. This is war, war, war.
Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver. Bring the helots if they be spillers. It is war, war, War!
Without our fathers or mothers, we row straight to Hades, or the belly of Milos. We are alone, and so we row. For a short life we row, row, row.
The stupid sweepers, the genius teachers, all just meats and juice and liver.
For when our wars are done, after lives are lost and blood has run, we must rejoin our broken daughters and our sons. Reunited together, we will be one.
Enough, enough! You're a great singer.
The best! You should act in my plays.
Here, take this to remember the occasion. This party has turned out much better than I ever could have expected.
Δεν φόβεται μη εξέλθει και ελάχιστη να νήσουν
You should find Hippocrates in the Argos. I'm sure you
Και το κόμπο ύβρων των πεδίων. Τα ημάτια κηρυγμένα, το σώμα με λένε το φρό. Έγινε βόσκος που φαίνει πογαλών. Τυχερόν εστιατέ, το κηρυγμένον. Είμαι βέβαιος ότι είναι καλός. Εστέβη μεταπής αγοροσόκριτων. Έπαιζε με θαρός κοινό, αληθώς και χαριτωμένο.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests. I'll help you however I can during your travels.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Phoebe did nothing wrong. Aspasia asked her to let me in.
Of course she did. I can't say I'm thrilled about going down and speaking to everyone. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And, of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to...
Anaxagoras understood my feet.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have met...
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people.
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside. I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating nerd-blubber. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I'm not done with these people.
You're back.
This has...
We should find Hippocrates in Argos.
You look tired.
Only of
See?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good.
Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
That guy I was telling you about may join us soon. Guess... Yeah? You'd like him. Last I heard, he had all the Μήπως εσύ πήγε. Πού συμμορείται πληροφορία. Πού το τολμήσεις. Γιατί του το παιδεύεις. Τύχει να καθήλα.
Come on.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Learn some control!
got done for!
Everyone, charge!
Ella. Ella. Move. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Welcome back! There's a message for you on the board. Came from the Vilos Islands. One of the cultists is there, Cassandra. His name is Borgarkis.
You reading my messages, Barnabas?
I may have taken a peek.
Get in position to sail!
Did you find what you were looking for in Athens?
A few clues, but this won't be easy.
Well, it's a good start. All we can do now is trust the path the gods have laid out for us.
I'm not the only one looking for my mother. The cult that wanted Nikolaus dead, they're also on my trail.
Ah, they're no match for you.
You got that right. Go!
We've spotted some salvage! The Adrestia was built to survive the worst storms and the toughest battles. But she was meant to sail on waters as glorious as this.
Get the oars out! Sail!
There! We can probably salvage that!
Sails up! Now! Rowers! Slow down! Let's go! We're at maximum speed! Ready sails for docking!
There's much to do, and many unknowns on the horizon.
Gods have mercy!
You want mercy? Those who trade in slaves anywhere on my island will be marked as slaves themselves, then hauled to Attica and fed to the system they tried to profit from. Get this scum out of my sight.
I thought all pirates were slavers.
And you are?
My name is Cassandra.
Well, Cassandra, we're all thought to be murderers too. So, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right here.
I came to find the great pirate Xenia. That's you, isn't it?
I like the sound of that. But what was your plan once you found me?
I came to offer you a deal.
Sneaking into my city is a strange way to make a first impression.
I needed to speak with you directly. I didn't think your pirates would just let me walk up and knock.
Then speak.
I'm looking for a woman. She left Sparta when I was a child.
I'll need more than that, Cassandra.
She has birthmarks on her arm that form the constellation Aquila.
Now, that is something I can work with. Just who exactly is this woman?
She's my mother. I haven't seen her since I was a child.
So, you're on a quest to find your family?
Something like that.
Then your path is not an easy one.
Aspasia's the one who sent me to find you.
Aspasia? Now why would she do that?
She said you might have information that could help me in my search.
You can have anything for the right price.
And what is that price?
One you can afford, I'm sure.
Why do you need so much drachmi?
I have a city to secure and people to protect. I have no interest in going to war. I just want to make sure the war doesn't come to us.
I don't have the drachmi yet, but I'll return when I do.
There's no rush on my part. If you need work, check with my people in the city. I'm sure they'd have use for a capable mercenary.
Trust a pirate to only help for a boatload of drachmi. If I'm going to pay her, I need to find some work on this island. It should be much easier to travel the island now that everyone won't try to kill me on sight.
Interesting. It seems Xenia doesn't control the entire island.
Got you now!
saw the note you posted. What's the matter?
Soldiers come and soldiers go. Spartans, Athenians. But babies don't wait for the dust to settle. They come...
Expecting delivery?
Any day for a couple of bears.
And you want me to...
Yes, I need it...
I'll help.
Buys.
I'll be back when... Onward! I should try to stay out of sight.
I hear rumors we're running out of wine. They better get some...
Time to get the reward.
Do you bring me good news, Mistios?
It's all yours.
You do good.
Thank you. They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
Did I tell you I almost lost my eye in the...
Eagle Bear.
What's going on?
Those shit-eating Spartans have us.
I'll fight with you.
Ha! A true warrior. Let's...
Today, Sparta will bleed!
Fight back! Fight back!
Hey!
This area will be well defended.
It's time!
μόνο τραγωδία.
Ιωνών κακών προϊστήμην. Σύ ασφαλές εστί.
I have you now!
I should be careful. High security here.
Eaglebearer, I've heard you command one of the fiercest ships at sea.
And if I do?
Maybe you turn it on those shit-eating Spartans?
When do we set sail?
At once!
Ready your bow! We've got a fight coming!
They're coming right at us!
Increase speed!
Let's set to release!
Come on! Archers! We need you! Shoot when ready!
Pull away again after the rowers catch the thread!
Ramming speed! Ready arrows! Out! Ready! Spear!
Well, Commander, it did sail! Cover them!
Ready to shoot!
We should pick up that salvage!
Fight them for all your worth! Head for over water! Here we go!
Watch those fire arrows!
Brace yourselves for impact! Sail down! Ready, yours! Archers! Ready! We'll show them what we're made of!
They're ready to move! Watch for the arrows!
Throwing speed! Get ready to fire! Faster! We're at full speed!
Enemies ready to fire!
Spears at the ready!
They're going to hit us!
Onward!
Looks like Zeus is angry today!
There's much to do, and many unknowns on the horizon.
Bad weather for sailing, Commander!
Let's move! Oars in! Full sail!
Should we grab the salvage, Commander?
Lower the oars! Stop the ship!
Τι τρόπο συνέβη?